My name is Jill Lichy, and I work in the Atwood 110 office at St. Cloud State. Well, actually, I was in between jobs and at home taking care of my oldest granddaughter on a part-time basis as my daughter worked. And a friend of mine from the hockey arena, I'm a season ticket holder for men's hockey, said, "Why don't you come to St. Cloud State and go ahead and apply for a temporary job to see if you like that kind of work?" So I did, and I actually got to work in the Atwood Center first thing and worked for Matt Trombley and was introduced to St. Cloud State on a work side basis, and I loved working with the kids, and the experience here was uplifting, so I decided to pursue a permanent job, of which I was very lucky to get, and worked in the records and registration office. So that's my start. The best moment, I've had so many. I think that working with a lot of different students from all over the world, I always cite that I had the opportunity to meet a student from Iceland, which I never expected, a student that was from Mongolia, and just getting to know their culture and how they enjoyed the United States and some of their things that they actually missed from home. So it was really an enjoyment to really get to know the students on a personal level. I think patience, customer service, really being flexible and willing to really listen to the students and what their needs are, and getting them the best resources. You don't necessarily have to know all the answers, but really being a resource and finding the right people for them to ask the questions. But it really takes some patience sometimes with language barriers, as well as just understanding where that student is coming from. So I try really hard to understand what the question is and then get them the best answer I can. I would say that a lot of students expect to kind of graduate and go right to the top of the profession. And I think it's very important to understand that you may start in a different level and the path may take you different places, like to careers that you weren't thinking were in that facet of where you're at in looking for jobs, and having the opportunities to just kind of grow with a company or grow with a profession, and finding different paths that will lead you to things you never really thought of. Making friends in the world and having opportunities that, again, you don't think might be there, things you haven't thought of. So